Good morning. So, same trail. Same area. Can't really call it a trail. I mean, kind of. I mean, the deer and the animals have a bit of a path beaten down. So, I mean, I'm not completely roughing it through, Anyways, I'm pretty much on schedule. I left a little bit earlier today than I wanted to, but I got tired of waiting. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going. I tried to leave around 11:30 because I figured they'd be going on lunch by the time I got here. Today I left at about 11:10. So I did run into quite a few people getting here, which, like I said, I'm not too concerned about it. Like, I really, deep down, feel like I'm not breaking any rules whatsoever. But I try to err on the side of caution. Furthermore, today is Thursday. I took in... Oh my gosh, my duck is still here. It's an animatronic. It's not a real duck. It's still here. It's been 3 days, so it must have like a place here. There's the shoe thing that I found. There's the duck. No food for you this time, unless you want beef jerky. No? No beef jerky? Alright. That was nice seeing you again. I should give him a name, huh? Think it's a boy or a girl duck? I think it's a boy duck. The red on the bill, being all white. Usually the females in most avian species, or waterfowl, whatever you call them, are a bit more the camouflage variety, even though this is a farm duck, I'm pretty sure. What should we name him? Throw it in the comments if anybody watches this. You come up with a name before I think of one that's cool, I'll use your name. Anyways, so I took in the first load Tuesday. Yeah, I took in the first load Tuesday because I came down here Monday because Sunday it was raining, and Saturday I did the garden stuff. So Saturday I did the garden stuff, Sunday it was raining. Monday I came and picked up the first load. Tuesday I took in the first load. And I took Wednesday and Thursday to try to recuperate a little bit. And I went and did some grocery shopping. So now we're back. Now, it's like I said, it's pretty good timing because all my injuries are pretty much healed up. So the 2 or 3 dozen cuts and scratches I had on my hands, they're pretty much healed, so it's time to get some new ones. Safety goggles. The problem I have, I said some contradictory things. One, that I'm going to have money all summer due to this, in which that's kind of true, but I also said I wanted to get it out as fast as I can. And the second part is more accurate, because it rained all weekend, or it rained for the last 2 or 3 days. It rained when I went grocery shopping. It's supposed to rain today, but it's not supposed to rain for a while. So I'm hoping I can get... I don't listen to the weather. I don't believe them. I usually go with my gut feeling. But I checked the weather just for a second opinion. And it said it's supposed to be like a 50% chance of rain at like 6 o'clock. Last time I did this, I was out of here at about 4:30, 5 o'clock at the latest. So that gives me some wiggle room, especially considering I left a little bit earlier. And last time, I had to cut a 200-yard path using nothing but a multi-tool. So that was about an hour and a half that I spent doing that. this time I don't have that, so I don't have to worry about it. So that's going to speed things up quite a bit. All I want to do, the bare minimum, is get everything at 1 POW in the opening. Like, right now I have it in 3 POWs, kind of out of the thick of things. There's a deer. You guys probably can't see it because of all the brush. Oh, there he goes, There's 2 of them. You guys see them maybe? I don't know. There's 2 of them. Look like doe. And I got a majority of it. It's in 3 POWs and it's out of the thick of things. But I kind of want to get it all out in the open in 1 POW in a place where I can sift through it and hide what I leave behind. And that's the goal for today. Second goal, sub-goal, is going to be kind of doing some sort of enclosed fire pit idea with some of the rocks lying around. To get ready to clean up that copper that I'm not carrying out of here with all that insulation on. Now, it's there's a couple worries with that. One of them being that building a fire pit out of rocks, now it's not nearly as devastating as some movies make it out to be, but when you get the fire hot enough, if there's pockets of moisture in the rock, it can blow up the rock. So that's a bit of an issue. Nothing I'm too concerned about, but something I want to keep in the back of my mind. And the second thing is, if I'm going to burn off that copper, I have to start a fire, then put the copper on top of it, then add more wood to make sure it burns thoroughly. And that's a lot of insulation, which means it's going to throw up a lot of dark black smoke, which gives away my location. Which isn't the end of the world. Down here, I'm between a fairly active railroad track and a fairly active, well, now it's fairly active, scrapyard, steel mill thing, whatever it is they're doing. So having a fire with some dark smoke down here will be covered up by that. Now, you're probably thinking that I'm kind of like one of those environmentalist people, you know? And you're right, but I'm also pretty poor, and getting that copper out of here is going to be a decent chunk of money, and there's not an easy way of doing it besides burning it off. So that's what's going to happen. If I had a job, if I had a house, I had a life, I had a car, you know, I'd probably still be doing this. But I probably wouldn't be burning it off in the woods. I'd probably just leave those pieces and move on. But I'm not gifted with freedom and a legitimate job. So, yeah, this is what's going to be done. I'm getting to the rough spot again. I'm going to hop off here. And when I get to where the next opening is, we'll chat for a little bit while I snack. I left the house without really eating. I don't know why, just did. But I packed a good amount of food. So I'll probably stop and eat half of it, then I'll get to work and then eat the other half. I gotta climb over all these rocks and junk, and I prefer to have both hands. So we'll talk more when I get up there. Alright, so I made it. Got about 300 yards to the giant pile of copper, and then I'll sort that out then. As it stands, we're going to take a little break because I know when I get on up there, there's no big rocks, so I might as well cherish the moment. Now, duck names. If anybody actually comments, I think I'll wait like, I don't know, 2 weeks from when this episode airs. If anybody watches it and gives me a good name, that's what the name of the duck will be. Nothing famous. You can't do Daffy, Donald. I think there's Dewey, Duck, and from Tailspins. You know, no famous names. You gotta be original. You can name it. You know, you can name it something like La Choy or something if you wanted to. I don't care. That's a brand of Chinese food, La Choy. You can buy it at the supermarket. So you name it La Choy because it's, you know, future duck sandwich. No. I'm just kidding. Probably not gonna kill and eat the duck, but we'll come up with a name for it. Nothing famous. So, first person to give me a cool name, that's what it'll be. Furthermore, I don't know. I think if I do a camp idea, I think it's going to be more towards this side, closer to this, because this hill is like not that bad. So I can get down here more than one way. So if I build a camp down here, I think it's going to be like right in this area. Not 250 yards that way. It'd be more like right here. Because I can use that big down log there for something. And then I can build like a fire pit. And then I can get up and down from here, which this leads up to one of the sections of that mining company or whatever. So it'd be a bit of a pain. But if I came down at lunch and left after 6 or after 4 or 5, it'd be a clear shot. So if I set this up as a camp, it will work out just fine. Not entirely sure how I want to do it, because you can look at the discoloration of the rocks on the opposite side there. You can see about how high the water gets. Typically, it gets like twice to 3 times that height sometimes. But typically you can see it's about, you know, it can increase about another 12 inches. And if it does, like where I'm sitting right now, it would be like up to like my mid-shin. Yeah, it'd probably be about mid-shin deep. So that would be a bit of a pain. I was thinking about doing some sort of raised platform. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to get into, what materials I'm going to have to use. So initially, I think the biggest thing right now is going to be... I think that's a bat. Like, it's daylight, so that's weird. But I'm like 85% sure that's a bat. I don't know if you guys can see it on this camera. It's flying around. Yeah, I'm positive that is in fact a bat. That's weird, because it's daylight. They don't usually come out during the day. I mean, it's not completely unheard of, but it's not typical either. Maybe it has rabies. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. Initial goal for today. Goals overall for this area. I'm going to want to hike further upriver, probably on both sides, and see if I can find anything else, because this might be a bit of work, but it's good money. It's good, clean, fair money, and I don't have to put up with a boss. I don't have to put up with anybody yelling at me or telling me I'm doing stuff wrong. So, like, if I could find more, this is a good way of making some cash. As I said, there's a lot of perks to doing this, but the downside is there's no health benefits, and when it's gone, it's gone. Like, it's not a sustainable lifestyle unless you travel a lot. So right now, it's going to be great. This summer is going to be pretty good. as long as nobody else comes down here or somebody decides to cause me some sort of issue, this summer is going to be fairly productive. I did want to talk a little bit about where the money's going to go. So far, $101. I took $40 out off the top to put back in my emergency fund for buying NyQuil, cough drops, boxers, toothbrush, just buying little odds and ends. I spent about $40 of my secret money, so I threw $40 back off the top. Then I had $61. I stopped by Goodwill and found one pair of pants that was presentable for this kind of work, and I found one shirt that I liked that I will not be wearing for this kind of work because it's like brand new. That was like $10. I bought it was like $9.50 something. This is not an accounting thing. I'm not like doing this to prove anything. I think it'd be kind of a smart idea to get a bit of documentation on what I'm doing here. But it was about $10 for a pair of pants and a shirt. I bought a day pass for the bus, which was $4.50. So that's $15 off the top. And I plan to spend about $25 or so on Saturday, getting another pack of boxers, maybe a pack of socks, a new charge cord for my iPad, probably. Maybe, if they have it, some sort of inflatable pole device, because I might still be able to use it. The deeper the water gets, the less I'm worried about it getting punctured, because it won't be hitting the rocks, because the rocks will be underwater. So maybe $1 or $2 on that. We'll kind of see. I have a general idea, but I'm kind of gonna see how it goes. As it stands right now, I think there was $61 and I spent $15, so I got $56, $46 yet to go, and I'll probably be getting about another 30 pounds out of here today, which will be about another $101. Another reason that I kind of want to rush it is that right now the price is pretty high. I could see it increasing 1 or 2 more times, but I think it'll fall. So yeah, I'm gonna go. This train's gonna be loud and it looks pretty long. I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm gonna eat. All right, a bit of a change of plans. I wanted to carry it down to that real nice big flat open area, but every time I try to move one piece, it tangles in with all kinds of other pieces, and it goes from me carrying 20 pounds 100 yards to me dragging 80 pounds 100 yards. So decided I'm just gonna do it the less smart way, but a lot less work way. So there should be the clean stuff, the stuff that's ready to rock and go, rock and roll, get out of here, is probably about 1 more load's worth. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take all the food out of my backpack and drinks and stuff, and I'm gonna start loading the backpack with today's bounty. Instead of trying to move it all downriver, because that's just gonna be, it keeps tangling with one another, and then I keep tripping over junk. It's just a lot more work to do it that way. I'd like to do it that way. I'd like to get it downriver, so I don't have to keep climbing over all these tree roots and stuff. But it's just not going to be worth it in the long run. I think the reason I haven't given up on my plan of getting the pole floaty idea is because I plan to go further upriver, and right now I'm approximately 1 mile away from my house. Carrying 30 pounds 1 mile on my back it's not that bad, but any further, it's going to start getting to be more work than it's worth. So, well, I'm not going to say that. A day hike for $100, that's worth it to me. But I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do the whole pool noodle thing, or pool floaty thing, and the insulated stuff, I'm going to float down river. Not all the way, just to the opening. So instead of me carrying 100 pounds of insulated cable, 300 yards, 200 yards, I just float it down river 200 yards, and that'll be that. But here's what I moved out from. Everything's out from back there, except for the little odds and ends that I missed and the insulated cable. Here's what we got. I got to get all that balled up, nice and tight like. All that. I would like to get this too, but it's all covered in junk that needs to be gotten rid of. And as it stands, it's not all that bad. Like, it's not thick insulation, but if I could get rid of it, that's probably a pound I don't have to carry. So I'll be looking into that. There's a bunch of odds and ends of wire, stuff like that. It's all gonna go. It's all going today. There's also some here. I covered, this is the stuff I brought out last time that I couldn't fit in the bag. I covered it with these here bamboo things. So there's a bunch there. So that'll fill the backpack. That'll be one more trip. Then I'll just have to worry about the dirtier stuff. So I'm gonna get to it. And once I get back to the clearing, we'll chat again. Oh man. Alright. So I think I'm done. I think I got about 30 pounds again. It's hard to tell, considering the space it takes up and how tired I am to start and finish it. It's hard for me to guess without an actual scale, but I'd say it's about another 30 pounds. It's not even 2 o'clock yet. So, I guess, if I make it out of here at a decent time, I can hop right on the bus and just take it straight down and turn it in. That's going to depend upon getting out of here with 30 pounds on my back. I can't stress enough how much I miss my other hat. Can't stress it enough. I hate this hat. I was gonna wear my camo baseball cap. Decided that I just didn't want to yet. Like, I like wearing it when I'm wearing like shorts. Like, I don't like wearing it when I'm wearing like sweatpants. I feel like the tassel cap has that hobo chic. It is what it is. I have to do laundry sooner or later. I think in one more trip of minimal processing, one more trip that I don't have to do a whole lot with what's here, and then after that I'm gonna have to figure out how to clean it all up before I bring it out. This trip's almost all perfectly clean. That's why I'm contemplating just taking it straight in. I don't know. We'll see when I get out of here. If the bus is coming through, I might hop right on. If I'm just a little bit late, I don't think I'm gonna wait. I think I'll just take it back to the house, finish processing what little needs to be processed, and then take it down. Like, as it is right now, I don't think they'd say anything, and I think I'd get full price. But there's a little bit of plastic that's easily removed, and then I don't have to worry about them denying it. So we'll kind of see. I mean, even if I think I'll make it out of here on time, I could clip off the plastic real fast while I'm waiting at the bus stop. I don't know about that either, because I don't feel like repacking the backpack. It's pretty jam full. Take a quick little peek. Yeah, see? It's pretty jam full. So, I said jammed full. I didn't swear. So yeah. Alright. I'm gonna eat this food, because I'm not sticking it in my backpack to get smushed. And then I'm gonna head on out of here. Catch you guys for the next pay receipt, probably. Alright, so I'm back. Getting ready to hop in the shower. And I wanted to go do this before I forgot. So, 32 pounds, another $112. I add this receipt to the other one, and we're rolling in it. Well, about 20 times that much, I could buy a good computer. It is what it is. It's gonna be a decent summer. I might use some of the money to go camping one of these nights. Alright. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but considered I'm back at the house and not on the trail, I figure I will wait till next time. I'm gonna go make some burgers and shower and get this edited up, and we'll catch you guys next time. Plan on probably, at the very least, breaking a lot of that stuff down for Sunday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.